As we head through the 1990s, it starts with our lifestyle of choice. First, we have to decide the lifestyle that makes us the happiest. And this becomes our primary goal.
Place the ladder.
Maybe it's the joy that children and family life can bring. Or we could be into boating.
Yeah. Rhythm out the box like a milk carton, showing who is missing, who you kidding. Don't do division, I'm old school like this was new edition. Surreal futurism, gotta work on promotion for a new position. You knew I was neutral to your new collision, disrespecting elders that knew the wisdom. Outside of the cemetery where you had risen, left pages from the journal that you had written. You were tripping, no Eminem, you had Marshalls, buying True Religion. On a skyscraper beating my chest like a freestyle they do in prison. Cubism, drug addiction in your jeans like it's attached to the stitching. Put one in the air like it's a ritual tradition. Parents overprotective with supervision. This is my superstition. They can see me with supervision. The strays hit the stars when you fail to shoot a pigeon. Thanking God for everything you were given. I got more sons than Abraham with Judaism. Vocalist rolling this on a copy of the soloist. Even when I got less, I make the most of it. The only bird I seen was the dove on deodorant. Motionless, Osmosis Jones, you thought you were grown. Go to TikTok to see the clone. No fly zone, my skin was branded with Amazon and Google Chrome. Only thing we know is what they wanted to be shown. American symbol on the drone. I think I am my phone. My heartbeat sound like a dial tone. The kid is more than a mammoth. I just record in the vanish. Start with your N, spelling orange in Spanish. Put this in rotation like it was an orbiting planet. Donatello, cigarello, got your dental kinda yellow. I rhyme like this was Othello. The kettle dog whistle, the ghetto settle. It's all Hansel and Gretel. It's true, love is essential. Don't get it twisted like a pretzel. Fruity pebble, turning minerals into metal. The pit bull was like God in the kennel. Disheveled, what's on the shelf I could peddle if I found the mental. The lawyer's first name was Wendell. Stop everything so I can go live in a temple. Bass and treble, trembling through the rental. Rebel with a pencil and a cup. Furious 5 crossfader, parking lot mall trader. You got a jawbreaker from cross trainers. Snap your neck, it's canceled, you're all Kramer. Turn the dial to the highest level on all lasers. We all major. The raw paper gets passed around like a salt shaker. Yeah, the raw paper gets passed around like a salt shaker.
In our sense, we really listen to a lot of music, you know. I mean, first time. So listen to music that played on the radio. Not that we couldn't afford to buy records, so we listen to the radio. And anything the radio play is that we hear. So I wasn't really into them things. I was really into like, I call it spiritual music.
There's always
Click on the link below and give us your credit card
Wednesday
number. Get your $1 million today, right now, as soon as possible.
I have work tomorrow. The rainfall in your wasteland. Yeah. Not stopping. In Idaho, negotiating the prices on oxen. Low down, dirty and rotten. I was the humidifier to purify the toxin. The pathway like Russia to Alaska, connecting to the times forgotten. Uncle Sam, suffocating on piles of cotton. Pocket full of strips, knots of boxing. I'm watching another episode of Abbott Elementary. It was like ancient Kemet, how we had a little bit of chemistry. Invisible on the center stage, I set a blaze. Cut the grass with 20 blades. Your artery pumping lemonade. Compared to what you're throwing, I seen better shade. A renegade, getting paid where heaven stays. A serenade. If a silhouette was looking like the letter J, I was reading your mind and couldn't make it past the second page. Felt betrayed. You sabotage yourself through your jealous ways. Lemon haze. When capital Steez died, it was raining for 47 days. I say, what is protecting utopia when a weapon decays? Like a Boy Scout, does what you're saying have any merit? My mother took me to museums, gravitate to the esoteric. I was creating collages out of whatever we had around. Around that time, stop and frisk made them pat you down. You must be off that shit again, talking like you were Orlando Brown. The one talking about murder when there's no stand your ground. I found the clown as if he was Ronald. I'm looking at clit, I think I'm Rosie O'Donnell. Couldn't come close to the formula if you had a baby bottle. Enter the stages, on staircases, debating who was the greatest. No hamster wheel and mazes. I feel stuck in these pages, the only place where I feel courageous. Maintain my sanity like it was homeostasis. Outrageous, I don't recognize myself in the photo that's by the vases. We weren't on a first name basis, this isn't for all ages. You and whatever you got from Payless can skip along like Bayless. The sound was off on the Japanese movie, there was a jazz song playing. Toss the caps, Bobby Schmurder or Raiden. Kitchen cabinet, I keep the rating. I was a raisin. I wasn't raised to entertain anything that was temptation. I was told existence exists for you to prepare for salvation. The idea got him salivating, being spread by some that's forsaken. Awakened, you backstabbing like Jesus' friend, wondering if I'm in a dream again. The sad part is I won't know until I see the end. I spoke to you before, that's the reason I'm not believing them. That's the reason I'm questioning the ones that's leading them.
So I had to take care of my faith.
Yeah. New York. Yeah. Get my hair cut in the barber chair with it fitted on. You don't know what you have till it's gone. That's why you should go home and kiss your mom. Send you to the liquor store on Papoose, waiting for Remy. Mortal enemy was mucus. I feel like Dr. Sebi if he was raised on Don Cherry. Tom and Jerry, it's not India when I'm outside the New Delhi. Graffiti on the wall already, the paint dripping like marinara off of spaghetti. So for real, nowadays they want personality over skill. Like Alabama, when there's more money, I know there's more bills. When you feel nothing, everyone starts saying you're so chill. Used to take the guts out the Dutch, like Mack trucks to roadkill. Around the map, downtown Brooklyn with hipsters with the fanny pack. Got you open like the button by the door for the handicap. Under pressure like a fat man's kneecaps. We back, count the stack. It's like D4L how we snap. Overshining like pyrotechnic show designing. The flow is common with the slowest timing. The avenue was covered in golden diamonds. Long Island, barely know English but I know the assignment. I was your only problem. The shaman in the background as if he was photobombing. Tripping as long as I'm living then it's my best life. I didn't know the correct price. Losing money on Robin Hood. Why did I invest twice? Losing was how you learn to win the next fight. The person who stole it is helping you look for your red bike. Sanitize the door handle with wet wipes. Next flight, select a character and press fight. I thought you was a hoe like Roxanne in the red lights. The shadow provides the best light. 10 likes in Montego Bay with oxtail and red stripe. The check right, they don't see me round like a can of red Sprite. Gotta do more, not done yet like wet rice. Set sights, stay out the way so I don't stay in front of headlights. Possibly they spotted me, bachelor degree in psychology. I think I'm Isaac Hayes without the Church of Scientology. Commodity, stabbing limbs. The idea was attached to a javelin. Installing your skeleton in the ceiling if you think that you're a fan of them. To understand it takes a second like John Paul in the Vatican. My mother wants me to make something like Lin-Manuel with Hamilton. A country created off of human trafficking. I couldn't laugh with them. I know the damaging. Turn you to a pack like Anderson.
And what Jim and Charlene Sousa would like to be on a budget, but aren't. They'd like to save more money every month, but don't. Here they are trying to make ends meet.
We've gone over all our bills and realized that we have $700 extra a month for play money, and it seems like we never have any money.
And so far...
Yeah. Cameras. Yeah. Cameras in the eyes of the robotic psychiatrist. The journey was a pattern of pluses and minuses, and that tornado was a cycle of timelessness. At the bowling alley, you were telling me how you were a nihilist, gliding over the biases. You can borrow my childhood if you pay for the licenses. Old lady wasn't as nice as this. Keep a vice grip where the devices is. I think I'm Donald Glover because back in the day I was childish. Better read the ingredients before you were trying this. My bloodline is where the arthritis is. Red patches on the jacket like it suffer from psoriasis. For the soul like a podiatrist, splitting my dinner with a lioness. We had pizza in the psych ward. You 7:30 like what time is it? He wasn't crazy, he was a scientist. Created a cure for all the viruses. Didn't have support to be supplying this. Insurance company not buying it. Possibly going deaf so you can hear him clearer. That clear liquor was always disrespecting my liver. Freedom is when everyone becomes a mirror. Possibly going deaf so you can hear him clearer. A loud song, I wrote this in different style fonts. Toasted croissant, rap is a religion, the Mecca was the South Bronx. I stopped time, you like Ronda Rousey, how you drop dimes. You fight crime in the octagon like letters on a stop sign. On the scale, balance and energy, embellish how you tell it, exaggerating memory, aggravating tendency on the side of your embassy. With the faithful spirit that a saint had. Any problem that's bad, you blame Rock Nation like Tory Lane's dad.
Illuminati.
Captain Ahab, tomato on the whale sandwiches. Might join the military like cannabis, karate style of praying mantises. Third rail stanza is like Andy Warhol when he unveiled canvases. Evil spirit banishes, who is winning? Unanimous. This is not Frozone, but it's incredible. There was no throne or pedestal. The Bible was given to me by a talking vegetable. You taking Benadryl, staying medical. The play was intentional. Okay, now I'm cooking with gas like I'm making an edible. Kush, possibly going deaf so you can hear him clearer. That clear liquor was always disrespecting my liver. Freedom is when everyone becomes a mirror. possibly going deaf so you can hear him clearer. He doesn't listen to the diamond encrusted vision in the cut and incision of your trusted wisdom. Out of town like your Russell Simmons, underground renaissance. You were rolling that Reggie Moss, that's why you already lost. I'm buzzing like my table was ready at the restaurant, giving thanks to the ancestors that were paving the way. Say my grace and I pray. At the day job, what are you making today? I was made out of clay, I was waiting to say, practice patience before you're wasting away. The idea of money got you paying to play. Talking to a Rottweiler like the son of Sam. Summer Jam, the TSA found the suitcase with 100 grand. It wasn't planned, no least scratch, you was a dub. The parasite was a terrible drug, your senator does. They want the recipe, tell them it's love. Yeah. You know, we all got problems. True love is here for you. No matter who you are. Love is here for you. No matter who you are. Yeah. There's no denying that. If you got smoke with me, I would still give you your lighter back. The phantom cry thrax over the third dimension where I was flying at. Punchlines have your iron eye black. Alcohol relapse, I reconcile with the gin like China Mac. Like the owner of Zippo, that's how they got me with lighter stacks. My little cousin in the house watching Casanat. Random fly slaps. This my grab a feather written by candlelight rap. Cool it down like I am an ice pack. I just bought the gas that could dismantle ice caps, causing the end of civilization when the planet strikes back. Throw you off the instrumental, I pray you land on the right track. Vandalize that, Venus fly trap. Complain on the internet, you should make a plan to fight back. This that diet organic, sanitized crack. Karate master, hand to eye smack. Me and the devil is like cool and Samurai Jack. Obliterated. Shout out to Lord Spawn. Yeah. And shout out to Image Comics. Yeah. Obliterated in my sanctuary, this my insecurities obituary. Tributary, navigating uncharted terrain, an urban dictionary. Canary singing real love like it was Mary. In a cabin on a little prairie, visionary. Go to Sunday service if you think that this was scary. Missionary, she was a redhead, I'm on a red carpet like Jim Carrey. The cereal was missing dairy in high school, I'm buying fire like this was Carrie. Remember the good times like Steve Wilkos when he was missing Jerry. I'm all over the place, it's almost like my family was in the military. First black man on Mars dropping astrophysics when the cash flow get it. Like when the cat throws lyrics since the rap's so vivid. The demons hit my line wanting the last 4 digits. I was mad at the TV, Will Sasso with it. I can kill it with kindness to make an asshole pivot. Disappointed my father when he saw the pants sagging. You're not a bad captain. Hop at the bandwagon that was crashing, smacking like it was Joe Jackson. What happened? Transaction. NBA Live never had Madden. Started collapsing. It's not a drill. You think it's real like Eric Adams.
Yeah, I feel like it's fucked up. Like, bro, like niggas glorify shit that niggas didn't have a choice other than to do. That's my main issue with niggas be like, oh, you ain't grow up hood, you ain't grow up street, nigga, you a square. Good, nigga, I'm happy to be a square. Like, that shit be kind of weird, like backwards. How niggas?
What? Couple young what? Brothers. Couple young. Okay, yeah. You didn't even say that with confidence that time. Couple young niggas coming. Is that, you know what I'm saying? Alright, hey, I'm telling you. If you give me the pass, I'll use it. Bitch, if you gon' say it, you use it every day. Alright. Say it like you usually say it. Oh, wait. Nah, what you ain't gonna do, you gonna say my nigga. Okay. I ain't nobody's nigga. Alright. Get the fuck out of here.
This was ammunition. America runs on ammunition, with no interrogation for the culture when we just go along with the tradition. I would shape-shift into natural water to make a garden glisten. Tear it down instead of building, reacting to what was given. Do not compare black power to racist nationalism. My girl left me from my reflection. In the mirror I see perfection. I wouldn't drop the low like Ralph Lauren's summer collection. My tracks got trouble leaking like urinary tract infection. The bomb shelter in an alternate dimension where I'm nesting playing Styles P and Otis Redding. The less popular opinion gets jumped over in older weddings. What you're saying depends on if you know the setting. No pretending. I think my mother was codependent. No one to blame when you got the L like Death Note. Your best quote was my next joke. They looking at me sideways like their neck broke. This that ether that was burning slow. Driving through your borough though. You met her outside the school where the nurses go. Certain to know you were undercover like Serpico. Learning slow. The raw paper look pregnant with a fertile glow. I don't look down on anyone because of if I do, I'll get vertigo. Was the tax on the back rent? They reveal themselves like calendars for Advent. The world is controlled by a penguin with a British accent, holding on to your last cent. The days they seem sunny, but all your life you seem ugly. Like an artifact, you were dusty. Trust me, your song trash like the bride of Chucky. I wanna see a black face on this green money. Instead, I see black face for this green money. You laughing, but it doesn't seem funny. Everyone writing their own name on the ballot. My future was on the stone tablet. How I got here came with an abortion because it wasn't apparent. There's disease on the blanket, but you still use it for your safety. I would throw her out the car if this was driving Miss Daisy. Crazy, not like John Wayne Gacy. You acting like you notorious, I thought it was gravy. I'm wavy, when I look at the subtitle, your dollar bill screaming save me. Like progress in story mode. If I drop merchandise, then bundle up like it's 4 Below. Recording flows, rat poison and Oreos. The stereotype of the black race and the subconscious of entertainment. The Illuminati doesn't have to give support for everyone to entertain it. Often, the paper full of trees like the Amazon. Treat your OG like a Padawan. Even serial killers start to pray inside of Babylon. Free the dead, the gift of sight to your JPEG. You angry from no response, you seen red. She spread her wings like peanut butter on wheat bread. Someone told me you don't buy a car with street cred. By the water walking a Doberman that had 3 heads. Visit the ocean orphan and see what the sea said. Kung Pao, the cap was killing me like I'm fighting Kung Lao. Just to get back to you, I'm not walking 1 mile. Sundial.
Iron Man. Secret formulas in this vault are worth millions. Fantastic scientific discovery in the world.
Detour for this YouTube, I'm working like Leor. Are we sure when I record, was it really synthetic or real as B-More? Restore and Fall Rockaway playing stack bundles and Flea Lord. When I be bored, no Dior because it looked like the older medieval decor. Instead of spending money to be poor, take over your town owning 3 stores. Goro with 3 swords, feel like an old man, change my name to Seymour. Virus was priceless, but there was no free cure. Attention span kicked off the roller coaster because it was 3-4. Downward spiral to the seafloor. Listening to Igor, typing anything, play piano on a computer keyboard. Daily living, collision of inner vision, inquisitive inquisition. Keep a beanie on like I'm Chris Griffin. Bad nutrition that kept me out of touch with my intuition. That was the definition of tripping. You only want to hear yourself talk, I was dumb enough to listen. True and living, tired of metaphors, comparing guns to Scottie Pippen. Flipping through pages written by Zachariah Stitchin. No admission, magician, pulling snow bunnies out of thin air. Metaphor for your tricking. Time keeps on slipping. I'm Patrick Starr in a brown box. In the pocket like Napoleon Dynamite with tater tots. Thought you were a fan, but you were a bot. Pyramid Cyclops, I try to stop. My grandfather was buying stocks. Anxiety took my tongue to tie into a knot. It was treacherous like a terrorist playing Tetris with my writer's block. Pull off on the same motorcycle that Ghost Rider got. You were mad at me, I'll call you when your cycle stopped. My skin was paper thin, your criticism made me cry a lot. Supporting this tough Nutella and fluff. Trust, I'm calling your bluff. Can't get enough. Luther Vandross when I'm rolling up, it's never too much. My middle school was full of suburban subtle racism. Took some time to find my way inside the stadium. In 3rd grade, listening to DMX, Damien. Circadian rhythms offbeat through the spiritual awakening. Bad habits, they sold us as love. We want it all, no one owes it to us.
Listen, Iron Man. Stark secret formulas in this vault are worth.
Yo. Raw. Yo. Sound of hallelujah through the rain and hail. I was young with bird brains like a baby quail. When the universe passed you the Dutch, you gotta take the L. I was comfortable in the sand like a sedated whale. What's the key to find my way like a major scale? Flavor stale like the taste of ale. No Wile E. Coyote, the road runner was chasing snails. Blazing kale, got me in Narcotics Anonymous like Dave Chappelle. Singing well, real president at the end of the paper trail. Automatic weapon, got good manners, how they raise him well. My frame was frail, suicide by a dragon's hanging tail. Used to be afraid, I realized I imagine the monster. Last of the saga, that's the persona. When I tell a white supremacist, happy Kwanzaa. Hearing the raw and the sour, calling the bouncer. The fall of all that surrounds her. I treat every obstacle like I was a sword to a counter. Taught the squirrel how to draw a flower by the remains of a fallen tower. This not first 48, it's the 48 laws of power. The handrail made of glass on the spiraling stairs. Gorilla glue was how my broken heart got repaired. Descend to the dirt when you shot the flare. Pay back when you shot the air. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Lil Wayne in 99, still not at my prime. Getting close every time I write a rhyme. At a line, your content was destroying the mind like it was swine. For the blueprint of the design, gotta see more than just 1K. No Calvin Klein, friends become enemies over nickels and dimes. Audio Technica, remember your heartbeat was irregular. Cardiac arrest of a competitor, was it really real or only the replica? We congregate like Native Americans out in Seneca, debating on how to deal with colonizers in America that manipulate us to cause hysteria. The perspective of different narratives in all sentences. My household was a perfect picture of black excellence till addiction got me seeing a therapist. You look like you're doing Tai Chi, but you were only offering sedatives. You want 100 for the what? Block the number. Don't negotiate with terrorists. You're not heavenly. Go to the old woman that got remedies. The question brought me to another question. Somehow it was not Jeopardy. This is not Tel Aviv. I want to stop the violence. I don't got enemies. Instead I got Hennessy. For war crimes, they dodging charges. No electroshock therapy. I was overdosing on the sodium you were soaking in. Supervillain with plutonium sewn in the rhythms where you were supposed to swim, provoking them. And I really,
you should know.
Okay.
That I gotta let you go.
I had to. This was opium, the top of the Timberlands were covered with cobra skin. There's only wins. The best advice I ever got was from the custodian. I'm thanking the ancestors and
I think you should know.